Man, I don't know about you, but taking as uncomfy a nap as it looks like Mario is while a bird happens to be perched on top of his undead nose seems to be a recurring trend of things around here in Super Mario Odyssey, which we're apparently still playing, but that is a-okay because despite this being guarded, it was not doing a very good job of that. Plus, there happens to be fairly good reason for this to be here, I'm sure, but we'll grab even more power moons as we continue the brigade of all things that need to be collected in this game. There is this incredible piped area that we could have gone into, and this one is actually kind of fun. We have a lot of wind to worry about and some berbers, but we're back in the land of Katamari and the damn sound effects. So fairly forgiving timing for all of these as far as I remember, but really shouldn't be too much to write home about. Okay, can you guys like go away, please? You're like the bane of my existence. So we knock this down, and then I think we just go ahead and set Cappy up there. Yeah, there we go. And then we can go this way for the bonus moon. So you go that way, and you wait for further instructions, friend. Thank you. It took a little while there, but that's all right. Give me that. And we're victory. Look at that, 3 of them in 2 minutes. God, we are going crazy. But that is kind of par for the course for this endgame section that we've been exploring, and I did not realize that we had done so much in the last part, so we'll probably end up being done a lot sooner than I thought we would. Not in a bad way, but just I must have misunderestimated just how long it takes to do this. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you. And oops. And then I missed the jump. Okay, let's get back to Mario Odyssey physics and not Astrobot. I haven't even played Bonanza since, but I did just get done with the Snow Kingdom, which was fun over there too. Which is funny considering we just did that in this game too. But last time when we left off, we found the hint art, and there was one other thing that I wanted to do here before taking a quick old race with Koops over there, and that was to take a look at the sights once again. So if you take a look off in the skies, you might notice, oh, it's a flying cap. Interesting. But of more note that is interesting in my eyes, at least in my opinion, should we be able to find it, since it seems to evade our every move. Check it out. Oh, hello. Thank you, gyro controls. Can't really tell from here, but it's the Sphinx who is flying around on his own, which I think is absolutely adorable. Can that moon fall down to Earth, please? Thank you. Took it a minute, but there it is. That is not really the worst thing in the world to happen to us here. But yeah, Sphinx has been traveling the waterfall, and he's gonna have a whole host of new trivia for us. Just like a whole trove of moons to be found with the roving racers. So again, just like last time, I'm gonna do the quick first moon, and then we'll do the second run together. But if I recall correctly, I think it's just right in front of the 2D section. So let's see how it goes. Okay, not bad. Blazing fast is a little subjective because I certainly could have done it faster, but that is number 1 of the races, which means we get to face off against the old golden Koops. And the Master Cup probably isn't going to be that bad because there's some pretty cool shortcuts you can do here. I just find that going under the waterfall is probably much faster than whatever the hell they think they're doing over there. 28 seconds is the time to beat, and now that I'm commentating, I'm probably gonna suck at this race more than I ever have in my life. So let's go make our way up here, get a couple more rolls in, and prepare for a bit of a shortcut by taking this path less traveled. And depending on, I guess, your versatility, there we go. You can just do this, go across here, boom, and done. A little sloppy, but could have been worse. 27 seconds on the dot. Would you look at that? Well, thank you. I did place a new record and, dare I say, was blazing fast, but obviously could have been much quicker. Doesn't take much to be the best at the Master Cup here, but everyone is very excited about our success, especially this little fella right here, who looks all too happy to see me, or maybe not. Get over here. Thank you. Oh my god. Berbers everywhere. I forgot about you. Okay. Sheesh. Well, we did all this, which means we should probably go and make a couple purchases, huh? So, we do have an outfit that is specific to this kingdom, but we never bought the Power Moon here, so let's go and buy something a little expensive that I'm not really looking to wear just yet. Maybe if we go... Well, this is all way too rich for my blood. Yeah, you know, let's go with this stuff. By the time this episode comes out, I'm sure it'll be closer to Christmas. But, I'm glad we are at least staying somewhat festive. The only thing this outfit is missing is a big bag of power-up items for the kids. And another red hat beloved by children. But not that one. And not those kids. They are simply brainwashed. Alright, well, as much as I want to show that off now, let's go ahead and make sure we have the Power Moon. Oh yeah, and eventually I'll get back to Balloon World. Just not today, because I went shopping. And we're filling the screen, baby. So, I hope you guys were not tired of seeing our friend, the undead conductor. But we got ourselves another sticker from Fossil Falls. And this dino's pose is so impressively lifelike you can almost hear it roar. Meanwhile, everybody's favorite napping spot for 25 purple wheels. Yeah, it'll completely transform the room, alright. It's not in the way you'd think. So our outfit is the caveman. Early adventurers wore these outfits for maximum freedom of movement, if not maximum warmth. I don't know about that. But we'll go ahead and wear this now, and we'll swap into something more appropriate later, as primitive plumbers fashioned these from the skulls of Parabones. Alright then, thank you. I guess I appreciate that. And we're done. We never have to come and see this monitor ever again. Which is interesting that this is the prime, I guess, species of this region. Well, if we, I guess, maybe make our way up. I know there's this down here, but I was going to grab it a little bit later because there is the portrait beyond the waterfall, but lest we decide we want to spoil that, we'll try not to get that in the frame. Take this now, and should we just go to the checkpoint? I suppose we should. There's only 4 more left. Well, 5, but it's not counting even what I thought it was. Yeah, we'll go to Fossil Fall Heights. And, oh, this one is like under, isn't it? That's right. Oh my god, Peach, you're so loud. So normally you would have to like go and jump across and things like that, but if you just play your cards and bonk, there we go. Exactly how I intended to do that. Don't you worry, folks. Everything I do here is prime calculated effort on behalf of a ton of friendly-ass NASA scientists doing this pro bono. But this 2D section, we now have some music notes to contend with, and that I can truly appreciate. Uh-oh. Don't get in trouble now, Mr. Cruz. It's not that hard. There we go. We just forgot what friction was for a minute, and absolutely ruined the day. So we'll go and take this. And yes, there is another pipe over there. Shall we take it? Maybe we should. But we hurried upward, just barely, and there's actually nothing new up here except for our friend, the Monitor, and he looks so upset. I came all this way to meet a real live caveman, but apparently I'm several millennia late. But, okay, thank you for being a fan of my work. This chiseled pair of bones skeleton that I'm wearing over my head, it really is a thing of beauty. Yeah, someday, maybe. Okay, good luck with that, friend. But look at it. Oh my god. It's such a bizarre outfit. Again, you could have come back at any point and done this entire area, aside from, you know, the Power Moons, but let's go and drop down over here, because we've got ourselves another mysterious pipe. Only this time, oh no. This place is rough because we have a ton of those cloud platforms we gotta deal with, and generally not a huge fan of being amazingly and violently ejected from these when I accidentally throw Cappy into them. But there really isn't much more to this other than falling to our death, which seems to be a recurring trend for some of these. No coins, really? Alright, if you insist, I guess. So let's be very careful, because we are going to need to utilize motion controls to the most of our abilities here, which is not very much, but there's a secret here. Oh yeah. Oh, that is apparently not a second one there. So we'll go and do this, and once again over there, thank you for reaching. And it's our bonus moon. Would you look at that? Atop a wall among the clouds. This is an area that I would love to learn how to do efficiently and quickly, because nothing beats, I guess, killing a bunch of Berbers all at once in an act of maniacal violence. Oh, can I reach it, please? Can I actually just do this too? Oh, geez. No! Oh my god. Can I save the day? Yes, I can. Thank you. Jesus. My hands are like slipping. I'm already starting to feel the palmy sweats happening now. Just because it's so freaking warm. Good god. Why do I torture myself like this? It's insane. So from here, let's make our way across here. Because we only have, I think, one more moon left. We don't have to revisit any of the other bonuses, but gotta deal with these damn cloud platforms again. Only this time they're going out clear off in the middle of nowhere. Reason why we were saving this one for last is so that we don't have to take this path back. We can just fast travel. And trust me, it's probably the way you want to go about doing this. So it's actually more forgiving over here as far as distance is concerned. But there we have it. Just a hat skip and a jump away. And do we have anything else? Because that, my friends, conducts our time here in the Cascade Kingdom. You can also see in the corner that, I don't know why I said conducts. Never mind. That does it for everything here. Let's go back to the Odyssey. Because why the hell not? The portrait that we are looking for is behind the waterfall, and we have no idea where it leads. Since the last time we saw it, it was shrouded under the mystery of blankness. It hadn't been created yet. It was not cognizant to us in any fashion or form. So now we get to take a look at what it reveals. Ladies and gentlemen, a return to Bowser's Kingdom. Oh yes, we're going back, baby. And damn does it feel good. Took a secret path to Bowser's castle, and now we get to play with the Isle of Ogres once again, but I think I'll actually go ahead and spare them the embarrassment of being dead for right now, because I'd rather go on this pylon and just absolutely, oh, miss, apparently. I thought it would eject me in there without me having to do anything, but we could have easily just fast traveled here to the main courtyard. And this is a fun little spot to play around in. The awesome music once again. So if you remember, which hopefully you should, the moon rock is actually just right over here. So fairly close to everything else, and we can just go and skip that. How many new power moons we have? Too damn many. All right, so I think we might start around Courtyard 3, see what happens, but other than that, so much new stuff has happened, and do not forget to take a look at this hint art, which will reveal Poochie in a very familiar location. But first, yeah, let's go here and see if we can't work ourselves backwards just a little bit. Reason for that being is there's a lot of things I'm probably going to end up missing on this visit, but we have motion controls for another fairly easy courtyard moon, and then we'll go back just one more. Keep in mind, the Koopa fight for this, I do remember, is very interesting because we start from essentially halfway through the stage, and then we have to go all the way back to the Odyssey, meaning it's gonna take even longer than before, but that one I do specifically remember, and I wanted to grab this. There we go, doors open. No need to worry about any intruders, for we trust all with, you know, I guess respect and privacy. But the one moon that we want to grab over here is in the form of a little birdo. And what's kind of funny is you can actually like leave Cappy there and then despawn. And then, did I do it? Oh, I did. I didn't even hear it. The bird just comes back right into Cappy, so That was interesting. It's probably because my headphones were in a weird spot. Let's go back to the courtyard and deal with new shenanigans that have appeared on behalf of our old friend, Mr. Pokio, who we yoinked out of retirement for one last assignment, and I'm sure he appreciates it, especially this stare-faced gentleman, who, trust me, I definitely had an opportunity to take out you and all your kind, but I elected not to, because I'm just that much of a saint. So I'm sure there's probably a more efficient way of getting here, but there he is. He spawned in right at the last opportune moment. Thank you, and we'll be taking that. And we have music notes. Let's go and do this. Gentle. And then we can just go and flip on up. Boom. Oof, I'm glad I at least got that last peck in there, you know. Up we go, and there we have it. We took some notes on the wall, and we got a moon out of it. Slowly filling up the screen. So we actually do need to head over here, and I've finally started catching up on editing this part of the game. And I came over here and I was like, oh yeah, there's probably nothing over here. Yeah, well, there's a new hole in the wall. So we can either almost get it perfectly or just fall and then place it just easily. Oh God, thank you. You just want to be careful, because if you hit the side of it and you miss, you go careening off in some other direction, so that's not fun. And that didn't make any damn sense. But behind the tall wall we poked, and well, let's just say we're not going to be doing that again anytime soon. Something about shame and guilt and all that good stuff. Which, speaking of, comes sacrificing that poor Pokio now that all has been said and done. There is, I believe, only one item here for us to grab. I'm just going to be very careful not to step on any spinies. And also, I'm very glad that we don't have to worry much about this, but there's a key. And what we have to do is just apparently become one with the pylon, but we actually do need to use Cappy here. And thank you. I was a little nervous about that. Go and take this, and we're set. Now, this is where things get fun. Oh, you know, yeah, let's go to the souvenir shop first, because that whole middle island is terrible. Like, the main courtyard are among some of my least favorites in the game, but look. Oh, I am overcome by the subdued refinement. Oh, no. And there's, like, birds, like, all over them. I guess it makes up for the fact that I went in... Peach. Scared them all away. This is easily one of my favorite Peach designs. Look at that kimono. Look at that brooch. This is the only time in the game where you see the traditional fire flower, and it is not wasted here in the slightest. Oh my God, this might be like top tier material, gentlemen. Well, whatever its history, this castle is simply splendid. Oh, okay, you're gonna be that creepy girl from Bly Manor, aren't you? But with that, she gives us Fiery Hot Love, Peach and Bowser's Kingdom. Thank you. And since we have this lovely opportunity, yeah, definitely want to go visit there at some point. So while we're here, before we end the episode, let's go change into something a little comfier. I know we already had this outfit, but it's time that we picked something else out. I actually had not given this much thought, but we've worn most of this new stuff. Maybe if we go with at least, well, this would be appropriate. We wore the happy outfit for 5 seconds. Maybe we'll give it a little more time in the sun. Not a huge fan of the headpiece, but this is fine. There we go. Cappy's still staying. Oh, that's so adorable. I hate to leave you, Peach, but I have better things to do than to continue to be friend-zoned by you. So this is a very annoying spot, and I really don't want to do anything that this area entails just yet, so we're going to skip this, and we're probably just going to go ahead and make our way along the tops of the towers before ending things off, trying to avoid more 30-minute episodes, but we know I'm simply not going to have that happen. But first, I'm gonna go and take you, and we're gonna try and be a little bit more effective in our Sphinx hunting, because it doesn't take much, but with as massive of a screen that I'm playing on, I usually have to crane my neck to find things. And it already looks kind of hard to see regardless, but there he is. Look at him traveling. What if the plot twist was that the Sphinx was a woman? I mean, weren't sphinxes technically based on the pharaohs, whatever the female versions were called? I don't know, but that is what, oh my god, I was looking for last time. Give me the power moon and get me out of here. Banana! I just have that jingle stuck in my head. I can also go down here and grab another one, if I could remember which side it was on. See, I haven't done, oh, the water is gurgling the music. But I haven't put too much time in perfecting like the pathing for grabbing these other than going into the paintings of where we have to go. Hello? Why did I bonk? That was really weird. But actually I do need one of you. And I think for all intents and purposes, we have 2 pipes to go up. And this side might actually prove to be a little bit more fruitful. So we'll do this one first. And then in the next episode, we'll continue with the other. But they leave these little, oh no, pea flowers here, which I'm not looking forward to. Thank you. And now they're slingshots that will allow us to come all this way and hopefully not die as we break our tailbones on the corner of that. Jesus. So it's a good thing that we swapped out of our paratroopa attire because we probably would have made a couple of these gentlemen very upset, but it's another one of these lovely mini games where if we're not too careful, we'll probably end up missing a few of these shards, but they're in fairly obvious places, and that's actually just for the bonus moon. Okay, cool. I mean, I feel like Nintendo really has to be a lot more creative with where they hide things now, especially with Bonanza out, but this I don't think actually leads to anything. It's a trap. We gotta go over here. Because Bonanza has some pretty cleverly hidden things. Like those bonus rooms actually remind me a lot of these post-game ones. And not in a bad way. Like some of them are in obvious spots, yeah, sure. But some of the ones that you figure out are just like so satisfying. Also, if you get hit, I don't think you fall out of your transformation. So that's very good. Last one is clear over here. They devoted one side to each, and oh my god, that's going to mess me up. Where are you going? I think he's going right. I gotta juke him, coach, I got it. I'm gonna do it. Also careful not to go down the pipe. I might end up doing that on accident. Oh my god. Brother, you know, I hate... I noticed that I do shake a lot when I'm using the motion controls. I just don't realize it in the timbre of my voice. So I'm sitting there and I'm not noticing the vibrato in my throat. Oh my god, thank you. And it's like annoying because I don't feel it while I'm recording and speaking. It's only after the fact and I hear it. I'm like, man, why do I sound like Connor Oberst right now? So you're here and we can actually, you know, let's do something funny if I can make this. See what happens here with our friend, oh my god, Mr. Pokio. Hello. So to end things off, there is like a pretty interesting moon we can grab just by, you know, trick shotting these bombs into this hallway over here, which you might need to be fairly precise and cunning, but you could also get it somewhat on accident. All right, let's go. This Pokio gets to actually enjoy the last bit of his life before entering into a destitute existence at the behalf of one Cap. And it's not gonna be me. So I do believe there is a bonneter in this kingdom that wants to see our friend Mr. Pokio, so the best that we can do, or I guess the worst in this case, is to just bring him on over and read him his last will and testament. You can also do this. That doesn't make sense. And this is, I think, gonna be a pretty good preamble of what's to come in the next part. But here you are. Oh my goodness, look at that close-up, look at that face. Huzzah, it's one of those animals with the stretchable beak. Oh boy. Yeah, did you know the Pokio is an apex predator? Oh yeah, interesting. Are you the head of NASA, by the way, that's been emailing me? Because if so, why do you start all of your emails with hi hi? That's sort of weird, isn't it? But I guess that's everything we needed to do over here. But let's go and check it out, because this place actually scares me, so maybe we'll literally just start here in the next episode, but I am getting a little too warm for this right now. Okay, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. We're at the end of the episode. It's not like people are necessarily gripping the edges of their seats for this, but oh my god, that guy is about to murder me. And I just realized the secret is right over here. I was gonna say, I feel like I remember checking for this and did not see it, but thank you. Hooray for poking the wooden tower. That's fun. Unfortunately, I do need to leave you behind though, so I can't even go through the pipe with it. Bye. I guess he's just gonna sit there for the rest of his days, but luckily his friend is still around. This is one that is going to have to take us to the top of the tower. Oh my god. Brother. I don't appreciate this. Oh my, he's totally puppy guarding me. Look at that shadow. That is a thing of beauty. Thank you, good god. So we have rotating wooden platforms, and sometimes it's just better to wait and adjust, inspect your surroundings, and hope you don't get taken out by a spiny. Luckily this one was a little hostile, but pile of coins, a shadow on the underside of that, and that, god, this is a long ass level, man. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. Okay, so we'll take this, take it on up. Be wary of the timing. Ooh, my god. And I'm pretty sure there's nothing down there. I checked through all of those boxes and was sorely disappointed, just like I am in this fine gentleman. You call yourself a Pokio? I don't think so. Not today. Not today, you aren't. So I guess we're just patient when we make it to the top and then we win. Oh my god, and then they put a crinkle in the operations. That's alright, because we still got the goods, baby. Alright, that was not that bad. Just glad I just didn't waste too much time going through those shenanigans. But with that having been said and done, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our time here in New Super Mario Odyssey, the post-game, where we're on the other side of this, and there's Captain Toad just wishing that he was literally anywhere else right now. But I think next time on the game we finish this area, which includes the most annoying moons thus far, and we find ourselves at odds with another familiar kingdom, one that will actually suit what we're wearing right now somewhat, and it's a welcome one. Take care everybody, and I will see you here in the next one. Yeah, this is fine. God, I need to turn on a fan.